What's going on?
You're not going to believe this. Tabitha's selling her house. And she's moving away from Harmony.
What? No way!
Close your mouth, Miguel, or you'll be catching flies.
You know, this is impossible. What would Harmony be without Tabitha Lennox?
A duller place, I'm sure, but you'll have to get used to it, dear. And Dora and I are moving on to sunnier climes.
That was quick. I mean, who bought your house?
I did. Hello.
Hi. I'm Miguel Lopez Fitzgerald.
Amelia Hernandez. Yes, I know who you are.
It's so odd.
What?
Have we met before?
Ethan, I want to talk to you. Okay, where did everyone go? And everything's cleaned up already? Little Ethan?
Honey, could you please stop screaming? I have a hangover.
Oh, doesn't everyone have a hangover in the morning?
Yeah, well, I'm a trendsetter. So, what is wrong now?
You are not going to believe what that little monster did to me tonight.
What? You're not blue, so what do you do now?
Oh, it's a lot worse than turning me blue. He did his best to remind Ethan of his love for Teresa.
Why is Ethan all alone up here in the attic?
Gosh, I remember when you had these taken. You had to have a new picture taken for the new annual Crane Industries report. You were trying to look so professional, and I was in the back trying to make you laugh, and the photographer had to retake it like 6 times. I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
I thought you had a hangover.
Hair of the dog, sweetie. Keep talking.
All right, fine. So little Ethan sends word that he wants me and Ethan and Gertrude to come down here to the living room. So we come down here to the living room, and everything's all set up for his little plot. There's a nice dinner set up over there. There's a big TV. And then he tells us he's got this DVD, like, slideshow thing in honor of Ethan's and my vow renewal ceremony.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Gets better. So it starts to play, and what's the first thing we hear? Ethan and Teresa's song. You know that one that gets Ethan all misty-eyed? And then the pictures start coming. Picture after picture. Video of Ethan and Teresa laughing and smiling and kissing. It was cruel.
Honey, he is Teresa's son.
Yeah. And he was also very smart, because he knew I would be furious seeing all those pictures of Ethan with Teresa.
I know. And you fell for his little trap, right? And you threw a fit.
Yeah, I did.
Honey, how could you? Foiled by a child? You should be ashamed of yourself.
You would have done the same thing in my shoes, okay? And then, of course, after I already threw my fit and looked like a jerk, little Ethan, he's all apologetic. He says he's really sorry, and keep watching the DVD. He promises there are pictures of me with Ethan.
And let me guess, there were.
Of course there were. But by then I had already thrown my fit and looked like a raving bitch. He had planned this whole thing out. He planned the whole thing out so that Teresa would come off smelling like a rose, even in death.
Guess people would laugh at me. They thought I was sitting up here talking to a photo, but there's no going back, is there? It was so good while it lasted.
He's warning me. He's still gonna go through with this recommitment ceremony. I've got to find a way to stop it, but how?
I guess I just needed to be up here with your things, Teresa. Just for a little while, so Gwen couldn't see my pain. It's getting really hard to hide it from her. It's not fair for me to burden her with my grief. I don't want her to know how much I miss you. It would hurt her. She's very excited about this vow renewal ceremony. And I hope that you don't mind what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make the best of a terrible situation. 'Cause we're still technically married, Teresa, and I know she's going to be a good mother to the children.
Ethan, come on. She just treated little Ethan like dirt.
Damn it, Teresa, why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to die? Everything would be okay right now if you were still here.
I'm right here, Ethan. But I can't tell you. As long as Juanita is on the loose, I have to stay in hiding. And Gertrude has to live.
You look so familiar. Where have we met?
I'm sorry. I don't remember ever meeting you, young man. And I would. I've always had an eye for manly beauty. But I do feel like I know you after talking to Kay and Tabitha. Your ears must have been burning all day.
I do go on sometimes.
Well, congratulations on your upcoming marriage to Kay.
Yeah, thank you.
Tabitha, can I help you with anything?
No, wait. I know you. I know where we've met before.
So tell me, Miguel, where have we met before?
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
I'm sure if we met before, I would have remembered.
No, I remember the night. I could see it.
Where?
It was on the wharf. The wharf right here in Harmony at the church fun fair. You were the lady in the dunking booth. I remember. It was like 3 balls for $1 to get a chance to drop you in the water.
Oh, I'm afraid not. I've never been to Harmony before, and I'm not a very good sport. I don't think I would volunteer for something like that.
And I'm sure you would if it was for a good cause.
You know, maybe you're right. For the right cause, I would do anything.
You sure we haven't met? I mean, I could swear to...
Well, I had never been to New England until just a few days ago.
Well, welcome to Harmony.
Thank you.
You know, I still don't understand why you're selling the house.
That was a close call, Miguel. I almost had to kill you. But I'd rather wait. I want to enjoy this. I want to wait for the perfect time to kill you. To kill you and your mother and your whole family.
You should have seen what happened to Gwen a couple hours ago. I know you would have gotten a smile out of it because she was rolling around. She was covered in food. I felt guilty for laughing at her, Teresa, but it was funny. It's the thing about Gwen. She doesn't have a sense of humor about herself, not like you did. Remember the time at the beach with that barbecue party for little Ethan's nursery school class, and you spilled a whole vat of macaroni salad all over yourself? And you were laughing at yourself. You were in hysterics. I thought you were going to choke. And then you let the kids throw coleslaw at you. That's what I love about you. They had such a good time with you. We always had the best of times together.
I know we did. Because of love. Because of our love together. You know, Ethan, I still believe in fate. I believe that fate wants us to be together, but it's just impossible right now. Being so close to you and not being able to tell you who I really am. It's just killing me.
I still think you're overreacting, you know. You're always full of doom and gloom, but we always manage to scrape by somehow. Not this time. Why are you so sure?
That's why. Whatever is about to explode in Harmony is growing by the minute. Disaster is at hand, and it's only a matter of time before Harmony is vaporized.
Well, Tabitha, you can't desert us. We have to stop this disaster.
Don't bet on it, Missy.
Well, thank goodness we're all taking that trip with Pilar. We'll all be out of town before this huge disaster hits Harmony.
If there's a keepsake in here, little Ethan would like. What is this? Happy 10th birthday, Teresa. You look like a monkey, so I got you a banana. Love, Miguel.
Miguel got a smack on the head for that one.
Oh, I can't believe she kept that. What's this? Diary? Oh my gosh. How far back it goes. I don't even know if I should read this.
Please read it, Ethan. Please read it.
First time I met Ethan as an adult. I remember this was at the Harmony Carnival. I didn't know who she was. She dumped paint all over me. Things didn't exactly go as planned, but he gave me a look. Those beautiful eyes, and I knew fate meant for us to live happily ever after. Now all I have to do is convince Ethan of the same thing. But first he has to learn my name. Oh, God, Teresa, happily ever after, if only. I would do just about anything to have you here in my arms right now.
Oh, hey, I'm just gonna go up and check on Maria and Dora.
I hope they're asleep. Sometimes I think those two kids stay up all night to plan World War III.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You two make such a sweet couple.
Thank you. I'm very lucky. Kay actually loved me for years, but I was too stupid to catch any of her signals. And now everything's just kind of fallen into place. We have a beautiful daughter, and we're looking forward to the perfect wedding.
Well, usually it's done the other way around, but whatever works for you.
The three of us are very happy. What about you, Miss Hernandez? Do you have any children?
No, I don't. They were taken from me. One of my children would be your age.
I'm really sorry. For a parent to lose a child, I mean, I can give myself nightmares just thinking about Maria in danger.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, actually, you should talk to my mother. She lost my sister, Teresa, and my brother, Antonio, so she knows exactly what you're talking about. For a mother to lose a child, that must be devastating.
Pilar will find out what it's like to lose all her children. And you, Miguel, you will see Maria killed before your eyes.
I mean, little Ethan must have spent hours dredging up all those old photos of Teresa. And you should have seen Ethan. He was mesmerized, couldn't take his eyes off of her.
Honey, is this wine fest going to go on much longer? Because if it is, I need to make some more martinis.
How about a little compassion for once here? I'm really frustrated, okay?
Honey, Ethan loves you.
Oh, sure he does. Like he loves apple pie or the parakeet he had when he was 10. It's not the same.
Honey, you knew what you were getting into when you came back from Mexico. He told you to your face that he was in love with another woman. Now it's your job to make him forget her.
Okay, I'm trying as hard as I can, but no matter what I do, Ethan cannot stop thinking about Teresa. Now, I love Ethan as much as is humanly possible to love a man, and what do I get in return? I get kindness. Ethan is passionately in love with a woman who is dead. Now, you tell me how I'm supposed to compete with that.
Oh my gosh. This must be when we first got together. Dear Diary, I don't think I can ever be happier. Last night with Ethan was everything I'd ever dreamed of.
He set up a private dinner for the two of us in a little summer house down by the beach. He held out my chair for me, and I sat down, and he lit the candles. He asked me if I was cold, but I wasn't. It was a perfect summer's evening. Suddenly, there was a moment of silence. We were a little awkward together because we didn't know each other very well. And then, diary, he reached across the table and took my hands and looked into my eyes. And then everything was all right again.
You know, it's not like you to just give up like this. There's gotta be a way to stop disaster from coming to harm me.
Oh, well, do let me know if you come up with any bright ideas.
Tabitha.
Do you think we haven't tried, Kay? I'm at my wit's end. And Dora and I have tried every spell in every damn book we've got, and nothing's worked.
I just wish I knew what the threat was, or at least where it was coming from.
Wow. Wow, indeed. That's the hottest page I've seen since Jackie Collins took up a pen.
I can't see anything.
I can.
What did you see? Tabitha, did you see what evil was coming to Harmony?
Ethan had a lovely dinner waiting for us. But honestly, I can't remember what we ate.
I can't either. She was so beautiful. All I could think about was Ethan, his eyes, his lips.
His smile. He had so many smiles. Everything from slightly amused to out and out laughing. I could stare at his face for hours. He asked me if I'd like to dance. Of course I said yes. I was trembling when he took me in his arms. I was so close to him. Our bodies moved together to the music, and suddenly I was lost amid the stars. My whole universe was described by Ethan's arms. He slowed down and looked into my eyes, and then, oh, so gently, he pulled me into a kiss. Now I know what heaven's like.
Teresa, look down on me. Tell me I'm doing the right thing.
Tabitha, what is it? What did you see in the book?
Hush.
No, I'm not gonna hush. Did you see something to help us ward off the evil?
Did you need something, Tabitha?
I just learned something. We need to talk, Miguel.
Honey, here. Have a drink. It'll calm you down.
I don't want to calm down. I don't want to have a drink. I feel like I just want to break something.
Honey, you can't keep doing this to yourself over something that is going to keep happening day after day, year after year, decade after decade.
Well, thank you. Aren't you a big help?
Yeah, honey, I am just being realistic. You are the one who has her heart set on a man who's in love with another woman.
Yeah, but isn't it ever going to get any better? You know, Ethan and I are about to have this recommitment ceremony, but I really feel like Teresa is still in this house trying to come between us at every turn. It's like nothing's changed.
Honey, at times like this, I think Pilar might actually be right. You should pray.
Pray?
Mm-hmm. You should get on your knees and pray, bless you, Shark, bless you, Shark, bless you, Shark, for eating Teresa. Because she is dead. And you can't ever forget that.
This is so personal. I feel like a peeping Tom or something. Dear diary, Mom is right. God answers prayers. He's given me Ethan. And Ethan told me he loves me. I'm almost embarrassed now. I used to dream about him when I saw his picture in the magazines. Ethan Crane.
But now I know the real man, and he's better than any man I could have imagined. I'm not talking about how handsome he is, though he is gorgeous. But he's beautiful inside where it counts. He gave me his heart, and ever since then, I'm all he can think about. It's such a responsibility. He thinks I'm perfect, and it's hard to live up to that because I'm not. Oh, diary, he treats me like such a lady. I can't ever imagine being with another man. It doesn't matter if we're together or if we are apart, we complete each other. I'm so lucky. I'm so proud to be at his side. You can tell other people respect him, and they should. He's brilliant and funny and compassionate. Even though he's a lawyer, he's known for his integrity, and that says a lot. Maybe he'll be a judge someday. Or maybe we'll live in a shack on the beach and dig clams for a living. I don't care, as long as I'm with him. I give you a gift, Ethan. I give you my heart for all eternity.
Teresa, I gave you my heart for all eternity. Don't you ever let it go.
Tabitha? What do you want to talk about?
I think it's something we need to talk about in private, Miguel.
Is this a house of secrets, Tabitha?
You have no idea.
Well, what do you have to say to Miguel that you can't say in front of me?
Teresa, if you can hear me, thank you so much for this diary. I did not know you had one. I shouldn't read it too much, though. It's kind of addicting. But it's truly a comfort knowing that it's here whenever I want to see you.
Someday you'll have more than just my diary. No. It's a good thing I only put my feelings in that diary. And if I would have trusted it with my real secrets, that could have caused some problems. Wait a minute. That's it. My diary. I know how to stop Ethan from renewing his vows.
Well, I feel like I'm being inspected.
No, nothing like that.
Well, come on, Tabitha, what gives?
Well, I suppose Mrs. Hernandez...
Amelia, please.
Amelia can hear as well. Miguel, did your brother knock up another Crane?
Tabitha.
Or should I have said impregnated?
Tabitha, that's old news, all right? Everyone knows about Luis and Pretty.
Yes, you told me that story as well.
Oh, so you were already gossiping about us to Amelia.
No, not really gossiping. I was just bringing her up to date. I'm sorry I didn't mean to act as if I didn't want you to hear, but it is a private family matter, and I didn't want to expose Miguel's family shame to everyone.
Yet you think it's okay to do so behind my back.
Well, how else would the news get circulated?
Miguel can live. For now.
Poor Gwen. As usual, you have mishandled the situation.
Well, thanks for the words of confidence.
I mean, please, every day, every minute of every day, I see you fighting to win Ethan. But you've already won. You are the winner. What's left of Teresa is in the ooze off the coast of Mexico, and you are the only woman standing. So act like the winner. Honey, if you keep acting like the loser, you might just become one.
What is this?
I remember.
Oh, I remember this. Teresa taught little Ethan that silly rhyme about the peanut. We used to recite it to him over and over again before he went to sleep. Peanut sat on the railroad track.
His heart was all aflutter.
Round the bend came the 8:15 and whoops.
Peanut butter.
Oh my God, he would laugh and laugh and laugh. Even then I felt like little Ethan was my son.
He is your son. I'm so glad I came up here. Now I know how to stop this recommitment ceremony. All I have to do is write a letter, put it in the diary, and once Ethan reads it, he won't be able to recommit to Gwen.
Tabitha, it's common knowledge that Pretty is pregnant with Luis's child. Why would you think that's something to be kept private?
My, I shouldn't think Fancy's very happy with that situation.
She's accepted it. I mean, she has to, I guess. Besides, it's not like Luis had an affair with Pretty. Alistair locked them in the basement and forced them to make love.
Oh, well, this town is getting more interesting by the minute. Who is Alistair?
Alistair Crane. He was the devil. Well, almost the devil. There's only one person in the world who could quite possibly be worse than him, and that's Pilar's nemesis from Mexico, Juanita.
Juanita? Who is that?
It's a long story. There's this obsessed mad woman out there that has a serious vendetta against my mother. She killed my sister in Mexico.
How horrible. I imagine she's in jail.
No, she was, but then she escaped. We actually think she might be close to Harmony. My mother thinks she's going to try and kill all of us.
Yeah, so we're all taking this trip around the world, this whole big group of us. Pilar and her children and her grandchildren and their husbands and wives and just the entire extended family.
Yeah, just to avoid this sick lunatic that might be close to Harmony. My mother thinks we're all in danger.
Danger is closer than you think.
You know, when you're not jumping the latest stable boy, you're lecturing me, and it really gets old.
Fine. You just go ahead and ignore me then, all right? But there is nothing a man hates more than a woman who is needy and insecure. And, oh, let me see. Who in this room is being insecure? Oh, it's you. Honey, Ethan is already married to you, and he's pledged himself to this stupid vow renewal ceremony.
It is not stupid.
Okay, fine. But it is just a formality, because you and Ethan are married. And you have to act like it, because if you don't, you keep moping around, then his eyes are going to wander, and a whole new Teresa's going to walk into his life.
God, don't even say that.
Then have some backbone. Ethan is your husband, so act like it. Teresa is dead, and there is nothing that is going to change that.
Teresa, you were such a panic rat. What's this? You took a menu from that romantic inn on the cliff. What's this flower from? Guess I'll never know, but it must have been important.
So, Ethan, in conclusion, remember, I will always love you. I will always be with you, and if by chance I should die before you, remember our love is eternal. It sounds selfish, but please don't remarry. Trust in our love, because I will return to you, I swear. Our love will break the bonds of death, and I will come back to you. All my love. Is this too much? No. He's gonna love this. Once he reads this, he won't renew his vows to Gwen.
Don't be flippant about this threat that this woman Juanita poses. Your mother may be right.
No, I'm not being flippant. She is dangerous, but my mother is obsessed with it. I mean, she thinks she sees Juanita around every corner. Sometimes I feel like I need to take her down to the doctor and get her some tranquilizers or something.
You know, that reminds me. Have you figured out anything more about moving up the wedding?
Not yet. We just need to check with Noah and Paloma, make sure it's okay with them.
Well, I'm sure it is. Paloma's a Lopez Fitzgerald. I'm sure she wants to be safe, too.
Paloma?
But if we get married before we leave, then my dad and my sister can be there.
Well, I know how important that is to you. And don't worry, I'm sure we can move it up. Gwen and Ethan won't have a problem with it either. She wants to renew her vows to Ethan as soon as possible.
So, is this latest temper tantrum over?
Yeah, just about, but I'm still worried.
You must get that from your father. And what good does it do you? Look, you've got Ethan. He's not going to leave you. You have to start believing that.
Okay, I will try. I will, but I cannot shake the feeling that there's still a war going on, and I don't know when the next shot's going to be fired.
I've got to get this letter into my diary so that Ethan can discover it. But how?
I should get going. Gwen worries when I disappear.
No, you can't go, Ethan. You need to read this letter tonight.
It's going beautifully. I'm learning all the details about a wedding involving Pilar's children. I want to get all the information I can. No. No bloodshed yet. I want to savor this. I think this wedding is the key to me getting the most spectacular revenge possible. I'll keep in touch.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yes. It was just my assistant. He takes care of all those day-to-day things I find so annoying. Okay, I really am a romantic at heart, and I would love to hear the details of your wedding. I adore weddings, and the thought of a triple wedding sounds like a sight to see.
Oh, triple wedding, that's nothing. The Reverend Moon.
Tabitha? Well, we've been planning it for months. And let me tell you, having more than one bride and groom makes for some spectacular arguments, but we've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I try to stay out of the decision-making process now. I lift and carry and keep my big mouth shut.
It's gonna be gorgeous. And half the town is invited. Pilar, Miguel's mom, she's been helping us plan it from the beginning.
Yeah, it's a real family affair. From the beginning to the end.
I can't wait. The church is gonna be so gorgeous, and the food is gonna be delicious.
Well, I can't wait until you're finally my wife.
Why did I get a warning flash when I looked at that woman and Miguel? Oh, that doesn't look too tasty. That's a sign. Re the wedding. We've been getting lots of signs about weddings recently. Looks like this wedding's gonna be a real disaster.
So drink up, honey. This is a lot better than warm milk when you're upset.
Well, thankfully I'm not that upset anymore. I just can't wait to get through my recommitment ceremony with Ethan, then I know everything's gonna be okay. Won't it?
Oh, honey, of course it will.
Oh, and you just know that little Ethan is going to try and do something to ruin the ceremony. If he even so much as touches my dress, I will kill him with my own 2 hands.
Oh, no, honey, you can't do that. You know, there's DNA evidence.
I mean, he better not do anything to ruin my perfect day. I mean, no one better do anything to ruin my day. I mean, no one.
Hello? Strange. Thought I left this here. What is this? There's my name on it. This wasn't here before, was it?
It's there now. It's the magic key to keep you away from Gwen.
You don't need to hit me on the head with a hammer. That is the clearest omen of doom I have ever seen. Okay. Evil and disaster are going to be bridesmaids at your wedding. And I fear it will be presided over by the Grim Reaper himself.
You know, if Teresa were alive...
Honey, please, could we change the channel? Because this one is really boring me. It just keeps playing the same program over and over again.
This is a matter of life and death here.
Honey, please stop tormenting yourself, all right? You've won. You're in charge. You have to stop worrying about the stuff like Ethan mooning over dead shark girl and little Ethan tormenting you.
You're right. I know you're right.
It's not just water off a back's duck.
A duck's back. Maybe you should lay off the gin.
Hardly. Look, what I'm really saying here is that you have won. So take charge. Teresa is dead. You are the future. Think of the future. And forget about Teresa.
I know you're right. I know.
Of course I am.
And I do know that given time, Ethan will fully be mine. But I'm just really frustrated here, because even after doing battle with that evil slut for all those years, she's still as powerful an enemy dead as she was alive.
Well, here is to a good exorcist.
Why didn't I see this before? Teresa wouldn't write me a letter and not give it to me. Unless...
I love you so much, Ethan. You've got to read that and you need to believe it. You can't renew those vows to Gwen. It'll kill me for real this time.